Hi students, we left about in the previous class we just discussed about simple random sampling. Now we are going to discuss about the systematic sample. What is systematic sample? Suppose there is a movie, you wanted to know about how whether people review of that movie, or you want to write on review of that movie. You wanted to know how people liked it or not. You want to ask certain questions about the movie. Then what you do is you are going to some theater. So people are coming out after the movie is completed. No, they are coming out. Exit. When people are coming out, whoever comes out first, you are picking up that particular person and you are going to ask question. Then all these questions are answered. Now you are going to leave. Second, third, fourth, all will go. Then you are going to the 11th person. Whoever is coming the 11th, you just pick him as a sample and then you ask all this question. Like this, you are going systematically. After 10 persons you are leaving, then you are going to pick the next one. So some system you are using, right? And this is known as a systematic sample. People come out at random, right? They are not having their own wish. So you are having this random, that is a chance. Anybody can become sample for you. This type of selection is known as the systematic sample. What is sampling? All this, how you are going to select the sample, right? First we learnt about the simple random sampling is simply like lottery method, right? Simple random sampling is very much similar to lottery method. And there is another way of selecting is there is a random number. A random number generator is there. So whatever number appears, suppose you are having 1 lakh. Okay, people are there and that is your population. So you just run this random number. Then if the random number after running it shows 102, then in the list sample frame you are having, no, each and every member I told you have to prepare the sample frame. 102, whoever is there, you pick them as your sample. You select. Okay, you are just placing them in the sample. Then again run the random number. Again it will go round, it will stop with some number. Suppose it is showing 95. So whoever comes in the 95, that will be selected as your sample. Again you run that number. Suppose it is showing that it is 9042. Then you go to the list, sample frame, and see 9042, who is there. That particular person will become your sample. So you select randomly using the random number generator. This is known as a simple random sample, right? And systematic sample, as I told you, it is an example of the cinema theater. People are coming out. You are taking the first person, selecting the first person, and then you go selecting the 11th person. Of 10 you are leaving, going to the 11th, and again 10 you are leaving, you go to the 21st. Like this, you are following some system, right? This is known as systematic sample. Right? In the stratified samples, look at the picture. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 green is there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 blue, right? So this 6 green, they have similar characteristic, and this 9 blue has similar characteristic. So you want to find stratified sampling. You want to go for stratified sampling. So what you will do is, it is 6 is a smaller number, 9 is bigger number. So from bigger number, more selection should be there compared to the smaller number. So some proportion you have to take. You have to use either 10%, some you have to scientifically you should tell the some number, right? From here 2 people are selected, from here 3 people are selected. This is rough understanding about stratified sampling. Then what is cluster sampling? Cluster sampling is like your grapes. So whenever suppose you are going to buy grapes, you are going to the shop. So what you will do is one full bunch of grape you are supposed to select. People, this shopkeeper will allow, I will take some grape from this bunch and some grape from another bunch and some grapes from another bunch. He will say, please don't buy from my shop. Like this he will say, because whole bunch has to be selected. Bunch should not be disturbed. This type of sampling is known as a cluster sampling. So you divide the given population into different cluster, whichever at random you select the clusters, right? Full cluster means whoever is inside that, everybody will act as a sample. This is known as the cluster sample. Some expressions given here. In the simple random sample, every member of the population has an equal chance of being selected. Your sampling frame should include the whole population. To conduct this type of sampling, you can use tools like random number generator, which I told you before, or other technique that are based entirely on chance. That is lottery method also we can use. You can it means you want to select a simple random sample of 100 employees of company X. So you assign a number to every employee in the company database. 1 to 1000 you give some number to every employee, right? And use random number generator to select 100 members. So a random number generators, I told you now, in your own computer also, the word you open, RAND, you just put 2 brackets, the number will appear. A randomly number will appear. That is known as the random number generator. That is, from that you can select 100. Whatever number appears, that particular number, whoever is that employee, you can just select it. Or you can use lottery method also. Okay, these are the different ways of selecting the simple random sampling. Systematic sampling. I gave you the example of cinema theater, remember? Systematic sampling is similar to simple random sampling, but it is usually slightly easier to conduct. Every member of the population is listed with a number, but instead of random generating numbers, the individuals are chosen at regular integral. How the individuals are chosen? At regular intervals. So after I told you 10, okay, after 10, the 11th one will be selected. Leave 10, then again 11th one will be selected. So you form some interval. You decide in advance. Accordingly, you select the sample. This regular interval plays very important role in the selection of the sample. So this is known as systematic sampling. This example we have seen already, right? Here the example is given is 6, 16, 26, 36 and so on. The number 6 is selected, that is also selected randomly. Right? I told you the first member. Same way, the number 6 is also selected randomly. Right? The starting point you can decide. Next comes the stratified sampling. This sampling method is appropriate when the population is mixed characteristic. And you want to ensure that every characteristic is proportionally. Very important word here, key word here is proportionally represented in the sample. Try to understand the proportionally represented in the sample. Mathematically you can understand, right? Suppose you are having example I gave you now, only 6 members in one group and 9 members in another group. So naturally in the 6 members less you have to select, in 9 members more you have to select. But you cannot select at random, means your own wish. So you have to find mathematically the proportion, right? 10%, whoever, means whatever may be there, 6, 10, 100, whatever it is, convert into 100 and then you take the proportion, means you percentage of that, 10% of whatever answer you are getting. Right? So you are using perfectly scientifically, you can use 10% will be safe. So 10% of the given strata. So given population is divided into different strata and each strata is homogeneous. Our population is not homogeneous, but you divide into small strata so that each strata is homogeneous, means they are similar in all characteristic. So according to the similarities you divide into different stratas. And from different stratas, you are going to use a proportion. Proportionally, you are going to select from each strata so that means representative. You will get a proportional sample is selected. No, you will get representative of the whole population. So you divide the population into subgroups. That subgroups is known as a strata. But this strata will be homogeneous. Okay. Based on the relevant characteristics. You may divide into gender, male and female, or you may be further divide into age group, or you can further divide them into income, job, something like that. So that division is made accordingly to the need. What exactly you are going to select. Accordingly your need you are going to divide. Right? From the overall proportions of the population, you calculate how many people should be sampled for each subgroup. How many people has to be sampled? Suppose the overall population, 10% I am taking as a sample. Imagine. So from each and every strata, I'll be selecting 10% of that particular strata. Right? Understood, right? 10% of that particular strata will be my sample. So then you use, and this 10% selected randomly. Right? How this 10% selected? It ultimately go for random. This 10% selected randomly, or you can use systematic random sample, or simply random sampling also. Both can be used. Suppose the company is having 800 females and 200 male employee. You want to ensure that sample reflects the gender balance of the company. So you sort the population into two strata. What are they? Male and female. So this male is homogeneous, female is homogeneous. So you divide into two subgroups. Subgroups, how they are? They are homogeneous in nature. Right? Then you use the random sampling. From male and female, from substrata or subgroup, you are going to select so many males. Another subgroup, you are going to select so many females. Selecting 80 women and 20 men. Okay, which gives a representative sample of 100 people. Right? Out of 100, you get 80 and 20. So this gives exact proportional. Right? Next comes the cluster sampling. As I told you, remember about the grapes. Cluster sampling also involves dividing the population into subgroups. Here also you are going to divide into subgroup. But each subgroup should have similar characteristics to the whole population. Means all similar, means they are, if you see subgroup, they are homogeneous in nature. Right? Instead of sampling individual from each subgroup, you randomly select the entire subgroup. What you are going to do? Entire subgroup you are going to take as a bunch. If it is here, what you are going to subgroup should have similar characteristics of the whole sample. Right? So if it is practically possible, you might include every individual from each sampled cluster. If the clusters themselves are large, again further you can subdivide and keep on dividing till it is feasible for you. This method is good for dealing with large and dispersed population. Okay, but there is more risk of error in the sample, as there could be substantial difference between clusters. For example, if you take whole of India, suppose you are one of the cluster is, say Orissa came in, that whole Orissa you are taking as a sample, because you did different clusters and one of the cluster completely acted as your sample. But if you see Orissa, that is totally different from Himachal Pradesh and all. It is full of mountain and geographical location is different. So, but you used cluster sampling in this case. So you can see that it may have some problem in cluster sampling also, but it is difficult to guarantee that the sample cluster are really representative of the whole population. This is the problem in cluster sampling. The company has offices in 100 cities across the country, all with roughly the same number of employees in similar role. You don't have the capacity to travel to every office to collect your data, right? So we use random sampling to select 3 offices. They will be your clusters, right? This is some example, right? That is 100 city, there are 10 cities, companies situated in the 10 cities, whole of country. But you cannot go all 10 cities. It is not possible for you. What you do? So what you do is random, means you use the random sampling to select 3 offices. Out of 10, you select 3 offices, and whoever for example 3 offices is selected, no, each and every member of that particular office will be your sample.